better buckle up for this one. One team already ranked in the top 25, the other sitting just on the cusp and trying to prove a point in this one. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Penn State Nittany Lions. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Nittany Lions will kick it away first. Coming out with it, it's Marsh. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. The green and white love that tough guy reputation, and they're getting it done on the ground.
Yeah, that's exactly who this program is. That's what they're built on. Every team you go back in the history of Michigan State, you're going to find what? A bell cow running back that you can feed.
He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
I'll tell you what, you want to quiet this crowd down. You want to do something demoralizing to your opponent. Establish the run game early on offense.
And the Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The short hands, it's Marsh. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The give out of the gun. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to get it to the marker. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Got room to work. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a positive play, picking up a new set of downs, a new set of problems for this defense.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Aller. Snagged in the middle, it's Dinkins. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive game.
Power football with the run. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Grabbed in the backfield, it's Singleton. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
A nice job of awareness on defense there on that 3rd down. You know, you're expecting the offense to throw the football, but it's not just going to be receivers or tight ends you got to worry about. You got to keep your eye on where that running back is. They knew exactly where he would be, and they were able to make...
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. From the gun, give on the inside. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella
breaks a tackle, and he's got room. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. The Spartans are in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
We've reached the end of the 1st quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to pass, it's Childs. Gets it to him on the screen. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Catch in the middle, it's Belly. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. And the Spartans are flying down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Moving out of the pocket. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna look downfield again. Rushes on him. Finds his man. It's Kelly. Tackle is made, but how about the toughness with this junior just standing in the fire and delivering the ball? Here comes the noise from this big crowd in Happy Valley on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. And that'll not only be a 1st down, it'll be 1st and goal from the 7.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
Man, the offense got away with one there. That was supposed to be a running back screen. Instead, the quarterback threw it somewhere else. And with all the offensive line running way down the field.
Touchdown, Spartans! First score of the game goes up. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Ivy. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Aller. Got his man quickly. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down. The Nittany Lions will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Grab near the marker. It's Marsh. He goes out of bounds across the 25, mark it at the 24, and this defense, its head is spinning. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Going for it all. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. You get those safeties playing deep. And that's going to open up your running game later on.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get 1st downs.
The Spartans line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. 2nd and goal coming up. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan State.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Michigan State 14, Penn State 0.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Ivy. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Scanning the field, it's Aller. Unleashes one. Caught over the middle, it's Pena. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. And the Nittany Lions will hustle to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Singleton. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Man, a great job by the QB finding the running back, get into the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
They'll move the wide receiver. To the air on 1st down. grabs the screen around all kinds of defenders. Knocked down at the 22. That's a first down. They can still stop the clock. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. The quick out. Just plowing ahead. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal.
Running backs nowadays, they are wide receivers. I mean, you got to feature them in the pass game. Why? Because you get matchups on linebackers like this. Great job.
Looking for the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State!
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Oklahoma showed its toughness on the road and picked up a crucial victory. And every win counts, don't get me wrong, but the victories outside of the comforts of home can really serve as a springboard. Big implications today and a notable result as one team trends upward and the other has some work to do.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Back to throw, it's Childs. Looking for an open area to his left. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down. Looking to throw on first down. The sure hands, it's Kelly. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
I love having guys that have the ability to make something happen after they catch it. Simple hitch route, right? Okay, give me some extra yards. Get me a first down after the play. Nice job by the wide receiver.
Wants to fire on second down. Buys a little time with his feet. He'll pull it down. He saw just enough daylight to move the sticks and get it done with his legs. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Here's the heat. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Here comes the heat. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Yeah, it fell incomplete because he did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket. Yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it. Can't throw the football. Can't follow through with his arm motion. Nice job by the defense.
And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. He will need some oomph in this one, a 51-yard attempt, and from the right side. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Back to pass, it's Childs. Fires deep toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Spartans will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball. There he goes! And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big runs.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
The Nittany Lions, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'll be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Finds his big tight end. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
It's so nice to have these big, playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
He'll bring it out. It's Brown. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And they'll knock him down. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand.
Turning it on! He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stops.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the first down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
Looking to throw, it's Child. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And they get a sack there from the linebacker position. There you have it. Linebacker U. This is Penn State defense as we know it. LeVar Arrington, Micah Parsons, Navarro Bowman, Sean Lee. Every year it seems like they're pumping another dude into the NFL, and this guy has a chance to be the next one.
He'll pull it down and run. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him.
He's going for the big play. Makes the catch down the right side. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
The Spartans with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Going to the running game. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. The decibel meter's about to explode. One of the great environments. To the ground to try to move the chain. Runs for the tackle. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
1st down in the red zone, and this crowd imploring its defense to stand firm. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
And the pass falls incomplete, and we have played 3 quarters. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. These 2 teams about to find out what they're... of as we open the 4th, all tied up. Tight game, final period, and this crowd plans to finish strong. Got his man. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? The offense basically has the whole field in front of them, backed up close to their own end zone. Back to the ground game on the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
That's caught. It's Singleton. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Throwing right. He's got an open man. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Nittany Lions have their offense in high gear. He wants to throw it again. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. And the Nittany Lions pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. The give from the gun. Running to Green. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first.
Oh, he's got some space. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. The Nittany Lions will have it first and 10. Dropping back, it's Aller. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Penn State! They move on top here in the fourth. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fires left. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
Under fire. Lets it fly. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
These old girders are rocking on third down here at Beaver Stadium. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't let up. You've done a great job. You're the perceived underdog. You've taken control of this football game. Jesse, you got the formula right now. You got them right where you want.
Yeah, they've thrown caution to the wind in this game, right, David? I mean, they came in knowing they'd have to take some chances, and they'd have to be open and free, and it's worked to their advantage. Now's not the time to get tight if you're the underdog winning this game late.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Looking for a man. It's Childs. Pocket breaking down. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. This late in the game, there's really no question about it. To have any chance to tie this thing up, they have to convert here on 4th down. He uncorks one deep. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that 1st down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the 4th down conversion.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Nittany Lions in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Ross. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now it's a 1st down from the 43-yard line. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. The play action fake. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ross. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
And when you're running the ball well, QBs love going to play action. You get the linebackers starting to suck up closer to the line of scrimmage. They're keying on those running backs, and it just makes pitch and catch so much easier for these quarterbacks and receivers.
And this is the favorite formation in the offense. This is what you want to end every game with. Victory formation, take a knee. You can tell the crowd's into it, digging it, and they're loving the victory.